Sorry for the delay. Alright, so welcome to my free time with Lucasora. And as you can see, once again, we are back here for some more relaxation. Okay, everything's all good. Okay, that's good. Alright, so, what do you guys want to do this time? I mean, we could still play a game of like Animal Crossing, but we could also do something else too. I mean, I'm open. I'm open for doing almost anything right now. So, or we could just simply chat. That's how things go in a sense. Whew. And if it's just chat, then I guess I'll just then it'll be just giving. It'll just give me the little bit of a nerve wracking a little bit. Okay. So the whole the whole point of this entire free time is simply relax. Since it's usually Friday. Usually Friday can always be the most stressful days of the week, and have a simple talk around or do something that is actually more akin to, like, think of it as how should I say this, more therapy-esque, I believe. I'm not too sure. But hey, let's have some fun. Well, a little bit of fun if you can want, if it happens. hmm let's see, what should I speak about? I mean, so far, this entire week so far has been good. Still, still on Mondays and Wednesdays, when every time I play Pokemon, I do sometimes tend to have this have the overall idea of trying to play as the best I can. But I noticed that there was a lot of lagging for the Pokemon Brain Diamond. I don't know why. Uh, hey, the sweet one. How you doing? Just talking about my own reflection that I have done throughout this week. So, so as usual, there isn't too much that's going on this entire week. I just hope in a way, now that I think about it, I do believe the 2 hours actually worked really well for Pokemon, but not so much for the Fire Emblem one. Eh, that's good to hear. I'm just thinking of what should I do as a free time. Yeah, I'm doing good so far. Well, today specifically, especially since I I do believe like the that week that this is not a week since I didn't sleep too much. I do believe that my tiredness has gotten the best of me for for this today. So I guess things are per usual. Hmm? Oh, uh, wait, why what? Anyway, so overall, but not to worry, everything is actually going well. I do believe those 2 hours are actually. Oh, why did the fireman one didn't work for 2 hours? It's mostly because the moment when it comes to that game, it's usually a very long game due to essentially doing other stuff, and then they're entering to battle. And the moment things are getting good with the story and everything, I immediately noticed that it was 2 hours already passed by and it's gone. That's why. Hmm. But in the end, I do believe 2 hours still works in for the most part. Also due to the Switch, because every time the stream ends, the Switch keeps on. The moment I touch the Switch, it's too hot. I believe it's been working so much so far. Yep. Hmm. So, what should we do this time? Is there like any videos to react, or just simply chat, or I could just play some games? For right now, I'm just waiting the answer because sometimes it's a bit of a delay. Apparently, for some reason, I every time every time I do notice is that sometimes when I actually speak from like where I am right now versus when I speak with the chat, it usually tends to be a delay for around almost like 10 to 12 seconds. So basically, it's more along the lines of waiting for a while. But overall, I feel like it is more interesting. It would have been would actually look a lot better if look a lot better if it's essentially a bit more on the hmm. If I have multiple chat, but with just one, it is it is simply mm, it's not much. Oh, you don't know? Hmm. I see. Well, I don't know either. I mean, like I said, it's simply a relaxing day. So, if anything, it's almost nothing much to say or do almost, unless if I actually keep on talking. I mean, yep. But hey, thank you for being here, for actually always being here. It's always nice to at least have like at least one someone who actually well help me move along speaking. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, another thing that can actually work well for. Oh no. Oh. Oh, don't worry. You have done a lot with being here. So you were amazing. Hmm. So in a way, one thing that I can actually also do with free time is essentially talk about. Maybe it's an idea to essentially talk about a bit of a like creating a bit of fan fiction stories. Egging on about fan fiction, about some kind. Oh, and don't worry, the sweet one. It isn't the fan fiction that I always tend to bring up every single time for as a joke. For now, I'm going to focus. Actually, that fan fiction will be much, much, much later, once I'm completely ready. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. So, sorry, I'm just thinking of maybe I can actually speak a little bit of the fan fiction. I see that face. Yeah, that. Yeah, like I said, that fan fiction that I talk about is going to come out much, much, much later. Because unfortunately, when it comes to this story, I need more knowledge for both series. Completely new knowledge. I mean, I can actually. So for now, I'm just gonna focus on something that I actually do know the most. I mean, for example, I can speak on with a little bit of hmm, hmm, Oh, how's this? Okay, okay. So for now, this section right here shall be the fan fiction. Shall be the fan fiction for this type of hour. I do believe that by the time I'm actually done with talking about the fan fiction, just for a bit of a cliffhanger, I I do believe I am going to play a little bit of Animal Crossing before it ends, because it seems to me I'm still not completely ready to essentially speak all day. After all. All right. So, so as you can see, the idea is simply focusing on the characters from the game of the Fire Emblem that I've been playing for both Three Houses and Three Hopes. So, one thing one thing I do wanted to focus on is essentially have each of the houses that holds each and every one of them into essentially different types of scenarios, say of anime, basically. For example, the ones in the Adrestian Empire, or the aka Miss Emperor Edelgard, I'm placing her and her team within the world of Naruto. For as for the Holy Kingdom of Fargus with King Dimitri and his subjects, he will appear mostly on the actually mostly through the anime Bleach. Although one thing for certain is that since I haven't watched too much Bleach, I still have a little to no knowledge for that. So that's gonna be a long, long time for me to do that type. But then there is Claude, and the Golden Deer, aka the Lesser Alliance. My idea for this type of class will have to be the third of those said big three. You know how it goes. For the Black Eagles of Naruto, for the Blue Lions of Bleach. I know you're I know you're gonna be singing. That means that will only leave Claude to the last of the big three, aka One Piece. And since for the most part I kind of I believe like a few months ago, I actually recently reread the entirety of the manga of One Piece, so I have long knowledge of a lot of things at this point. So I don't have a joke for Bleach. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, even I don't have too much knowledge of Bleach either. I'm still, but overall, that that would be an interesting idea to essentially follow on to how the story would go if I actually were to bring the entire Golden Deer. It could either be like an isekai of the entire team going in, or it could also be like integrating at least a little bit of the Golden Deer esque stuff in One Piece. But you know, I think it might be a good idea to essentially implement a little bit. Okay, so this is how. All right, so I'm going to be basing on a lot of the characters for all this. So here it goes. So, first off, I'm going to focus on a bit of the history and lore to essentially implement things. Okay, so based on the five great lords of the overall of the Leicester Alliance will all exist within the One Piece universe. I do believe each of them have their own different areas that they will essentially live. For example, let's see. A good example that I can think of is essentially. Let's. I'm still trying to essentially think of it. Okay, so there once existed the five great lords of the Regan, Gloucester, Goneril, Ordelia, and the Daphno. However, eventually, at a certain point in history, the world government deemed after House Regan's attempt of essentially creating its own independent nation alongside with the other five great lords, the world government ended up trying to essentially eliminate the entire House Regan. But unfortunately, and what and essentially it was a complete success. The Kingdom of Regan has officially fallen, and what to make matters worse, the other four decided to essentially break away and not help the kingdom itself. As a result, the Regan fell, and the rest has now continued on as their own type of legacy. However, there were like a few people there, but unfortunately, they too would eventually be targeted by the world government. Compass left behind it only slows down. Your heart will. Oh. Yep. So nice. So in the end, the world government still is the world government. So kind, so there to protect people while also protecting more of themselves. As a result, those final groups have been targeted until eventually just very very small minute people ended up went into hiding. But one particular, who is essentially one of the younger princesses, ended up landing in another kingdom. This kingdom is another kingdom that I actually am planning to add in, the Kingdom of Amira. There she implemented herself, stayed for a good while until eventually it didn't take long until she ends up being encountered by one of the rulers of this land, aka the king of the Kingdom of Amira. So this is gonna be a bit more like a One Piece thing. Yeah, just so you know, the sweet one is a big fan of One Piece. Anyway, to continue on, I do believe this. I do believe that essentially. I do believe that during this time, there will be a chance that those. I do believe that some of the groups has actually made encounters of various pirates, including Goldie Roger. Although even although there wasn't too much information due to the fact that Goldie Roger would eventually die and the pirate era begins, thus looking for the One Piece. One thing for certain is that some of the in the Kingdom of Elmira, a lot of these people tend to focus on essentially the idea of keeping peace against rogue pirates. But there are a few groups that did try to essentially start doing their pirating themselves. So some of them actually left and tried to look for the One Piece. Unfortunately, a lot of it, as like every other pirates that exist in this series, they do not return. So let's cut in for a bit more. Eventually, eventually this, eventually the king and the princess, well, now the queen, has gave birth to a child. A child who possesses the half bloods of the Elmira and the Regan. And thus, we have Claude. We have a Claude. So, with Claude being awakened, we have the usual stuff. Claude trained alongside with a lot of the generals as well as a few others, and continuing on with his own story. It's more like basic story that I actually barely learned a little bit from the game itself. So nothing much would essentially change until eventually, I believe eventually until he turned around 17 or 18, where he actually looks like where he actually almost looks like the same age as where he was when he was in the Garreg Mach Monastery. And his idea is to essentially start off his own adventures. A bit more of an adventure rather than just simply a pirate. And as a result, he decides to speak with his family, and well, with having a bit of it was a bit more of a hard time because the queen actually did accept it pretty easily. The king, on the other hand, is a bit more iffy due to essentially he doesn't really want to lose a one of his heirs to the throne, in the end he relented to see how powerful he can actually become. Oh yeah, by the way, a lot of the kingdoms tend to essentially hide this, but essentially they still are capable of utilizing magic. It is their way. It is their own way of essentially being able to become a bit more of a perfect counter towards the devil fruits. So think of it this way: they have the ability of magic to counter the devil fruit power, to counter against opponents that are essentially devil fruit users. Claude only has a little bit of magic. He doesn't have too much due to his limited magic pool. Since he mostly utilizes wind, so he's basically only knows a little bit of wind. And thus, with his trusty bow, he ends up taking a small little fish boat out to the sea, going to new lands and hoping to encounter a lot of new people. So, as the story progresses, I do believe Claude will eventually make a perfect encounter to, I believe it would end up taking around a week or two, but he'll end up reaching to a land. And eventually, well, what's kind of hilarious is the fact that it is essentially the Windmill Village. The same village where the future pirate king Monkey D. Luffy is born. He actually encounters here. He actually made his went around looking for buying some food, as well as going to the bar, until eventually he decides to essentially traverse to more areas, because he noticed that as he continued on walking a bit further into the forest, he noticed that there are a good amount of wildlife until eventually he ends up reaching to a form of a hut of the mountain bandits. The same mountain bandits that took care of Luffy and Ace. And, there was a tiny scuffle, a tiny battle that essentially Claude, utilizing both his bow and essentially even his own sword, he was able to defeat them, but not kill them. Claude has no interest in killing anyone so far, since it's more like a self-defense for the mountain bandits. But he was interested to hear that essentially they're here for mostly, since he noticed that there are some more people here, but unfortunately not too much. So he decides to essentially continue on traveling because for in a way he could actually sense that something is not the same until he eventually encounters a little bit of this garbage area. Now then, time to make a bit of transition. So, this okay, that was a weird noise. Sorry, I'm trying to make a transition noise. So, now then, we're going to what essentially add on the other side of the wall where the garbage is the kingdom of Gao, I believe. Gao, I believe. The kingdom where the rich people live. There you there you see a small ship coming in with essentially essentially these four noblemen that hold self-esteem and very proven to be well pompous. And one of them actually, and then the fifth one came out also being prepared and as stiffy as ever with his rose on his mouth. They all prepared to essentially become a bachelor to the princess. And that individual is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. Still. And, well, I believe I should actually stop here for now. So, how's the beginning of the fanfiction so far? A little bit of lore and the introduction of just two of the people that came out in the game of Three Houses in the world of One Piece. There will be a lot more things to say. But for now, I'll just stop here for this story. Whew. I didn't know very much is essentially can be tiring a little bit. Okay. Well, I guess what I can do right now left is whether to you know what? How about this? It's either for I think I could actually play Animal Crossing for a little bit and then later I believe right around 10:40 or 10:45 I'll actually speak a little bit of the fanfiction a bit later. Like the episode 2-esque of fanfiction. All right? Okay. Well then, let's get started. Just gonna move myself down a little bit, making myself smaller. I think I was that size. All right. Hmm. Ah, I see. Oh, the One Piece thing. I mean, the fanfiction. I did not wrote it. Everything is coming from under my head. It's just like a bit of like the idea that I have overall. Hmm. Okay. Just wait a little bit. All right. And now Let's go. Alright then. Let's go continue playing then. Man, it's been a week. Hello, Tom Nook. It's been a while. Oh, what's the news today? Alright. Hmm. Okay. Ah, okay. Alright, bye, Tom Nook. Alright. Members of the Island Life 101 service will receive tips on the island living every day. Yes. Yes. Just like that. Just like this. Okay. You can read back over the tips anytime you like in the Island Life 101. Okay. Ah! Oh, hey, Mom. This game's Mom. How's your life? How is your new life treating you? Eating well? Brushing your teeth? Washing behind your ear? Oh dear, I'm all worked up. Here's a little something to help out. Eat it or plant it, but think of me. Ah, thanks. Alright. Good morning, Hashima. Pashmina. No, it's been a week. Sorry. Ooh. Oof. So not much, huh? Hey, Tommy. So far, so good. Oh, so there's a mysterious bottle. Alright. Mm-hmm. Alright, I'll go see. Ooh. Gotcha. Alan Locust. Locust. Ah, man, those puns there. Alright. Hello. Oh, there is. I found a creature. Oh. Here you go. Lawn locusts. Okay. Oh, a new app, huh? Alright. Hey. Ooh. Okay. Critterpedia. Ah. This is a terrific resource. Alright, thank you. Hmm. I want to sell. Let's see. So I would sell the sand dollar. I think it's $10 good. Alright, nothing to see. Alright, thank you. Hmm. So far so good, I kinda like that. Oh! Gotcha. Alright, let's see how much. Oh! Whoops. There goes the flimsy net. Hey. Alright. Let's see, nothing else here. Alright. Alright, so far so good. Not much weeds around. Alright, it's a good thing I collected as much as I can right now. Alright, let's go build some... Oh, whoops. What did I grab? Man, again? Yeesh. Every single time. Alright. Then place them. There we go. Oh, yeah. Wow, I got all of them but the one. Let's see. There you go. What I'm trying to push is this one. Alright, get the cardboard box back. There we go. Much better. Good old relaxing. Alright. because I need hardwood and iron nuggets to create a personal table. Done. I'm here to sell. Oh, 400. Neat. Oh, what's for sale? I'll bite. Hey. Inflatable sofa. Also, slingshot. I'm good. Alright, talk to you later. Ah, I see. Ooh, a stone. Okay, there are a lot of things. Oh, just do my own thing. Time to craft. Let's do it. Yeah! And I want tree branches. Oh, yeah, no, actually, I want the flimsy net. No. Actually, not anymore. Ooh. Hey, okay, I'm getting closer and closer. Alright, everything's going well. Ooh, more. First time buyer. What is bell ringer? Spending your bell on the island helps you renovate the local economy. Yes, our reward. Ah, okay. Ooh, hey, thanks. Ah. AVD. Ah, okay. Alright, I'm good. Take care. Alright. Ah, so nice. Oh, speaking of which, I wonder what it is. Oranges! Thank you, Mom. Hmm? Not bad. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'll wear this. Okay. I better start, like, essentially... There we go. Alright, all set. Alright, time to listen. Gotcha. Hey! It's Dory! Nice. Okay. Falcon. Load. Okay, so one more rare ones. Blue gills are every day. Starting fish exists around these times. Zebra turkey fish, aka lionfish, sea bass, horse mackerel, sorry, I'm just humming. Sometimes I tend to hum a few songs here and there. You know, when there's nothing to do, it's always nice to hum a good song or two. Alright, just a little bit more. Oops. Alright, the other way. There you go. Gotcha. Yay, another Dory. Now I can sell this one. Wow, that was quick. Ooh. A butterfly fish. Did it change from a caterpillar fish? Oh god, that terrible pun right there. Okay, so I can't fish from here. Nice to know. Could be another sea bass, but I'll give it a try. Yep. I knew you were sea bass. The message in the bottle now. To whoever fishes this out of the surf, bet you weren't expecting to find a DIY recipe washed up in the bottle. Keep an open mind. I always say, this crafting project is something that to help you reflect, build it, and you'll see what you're getting at. Wishing you luck, Caesar. All right. A wooden table mirror. All right. All right. Gotcha. Always concentrate. Another bluegill. Pink one. Yeesh. Gotcha. Pond Skeeter. And now it goes. Oh, that's how it goes. Hey, money. I need this. Money again. Trust me, the more money I get, hey, the more money I get, the more chances to buy myself a bigger house. Anyway, the reason why I'm keeping the fish on the side is mostly because I wanted to essentially keep... I actually want to see a lot of information from Blathers. Gotcha. You're good part of my collection. Gotcha. Ooh. Oh. What is it? Ah. Okay. Okay, I like your idea. Gotcha. Hey. Alright. Did I see I got more? Trash fishing. Alright, the butterfly fish. pond skater. Alright. Gotcha. Yes, another butterfly fish. Oh, oh, there goes my fishing rod. Oh, this, I got something. Let's see, let's see. Ah, there it is. You can display furniture outside, right? Well, here's a slice for you to show off what you got. You can earn. Ah, okay. 5,000. Almost done, huh? Alright. I'm here to sell. Alright. Actually, how much does how much is Dory? 1,000, huh? Alright, not bad. Alright. And what about the butterfly fish? Another 1,000, alright. Then time to sell one last time. But this time I'm selling all of it. $4,280. That's a good price. Oh, they got another one. Let's see. Ah, you can earn Nook Mile based on the number of seashells you sell. It's not easy to say. Kind of easy. Seashells you sell. You'll get a different amount of bells for a different type of shell. Please pay attention. Got it. I'm actually getting closer now. Ah! Yeah! It's fine, I guess. Yeah. Together, we'll reshape this barren wasteland. Pristine paradise. I knew there was something shady about this place. Hmm? Ah. Alright. Oh. Anything new? There you are. Moving fee paid. Yeah. Ooh, 500. Nice. Just in case. Okay. Alright. Let's craft. Ta-da! All done. Alright. Back to my adventures. Or better yet, the money I'm earning. Oh yeah, is there something in the bulletin for right now? Okay, good news. We placed the tape deck in the front of the residential service, so you can enjoy group stretching sessions. Remember, happy island living begins with daily exercise. Tom Nook. Alright, thanks. Alright, let's stretch. Group stretching instructions. There are 2 player options. Move your body holding the joystick or press the button on the controller. Okay. When the system start moving, guide but okay, so I guess I'll just do the buttons then. Alright, I'm ready. Alright. Okay. Ooh, that was not good. But that was fun. Now more than ready to capture some fish and some time to capture some more fish and some more money. another horse mackerel. Excellent. Okay, let's see. Ah, Castmaster. Catch the line carefully if you want to relive a reward. You need to nab a bunch of them in a row without single one gaining away to earn these miles. Mistakenly caught. Alright, guess I had no choice but to simply... Gotcha. That was close. Alright. You know what's so strange? The fact that I'm actually wanting to look for some more wasps. You know how much out of my mind I really am. Ah, nice place there, fishy. Alright. Gotcha. Lawn locust. Ooh, this one's very small. Well, that was quick. Hey, clownfish. Are you Nemo or Marlin? And now... both of them are in the same area. Nice. Ooh. Another item that can slingshot, I can't anymore. Ah. So I can't get it because I don't have a slingshot either. Well, as usual, time to the usual fishing and stuff. Alright, let's see. Another horse mackerel. Nice. Every little money counts. I know this game actually. I've seen this game so much that I heard that there will be a lot of money to the point that it's gonna overflow. But, you know. Shoot! There goes my streak. Well, time to restart my streaking journey again. Gotcha. Oof, so close. Can't make it. There we go. Nice. Alright, concentrate. Gotcha. How many times have we been? Watch out. Watch out. Yep. A lot easier than the older games. Oh, now I know where it's from. I had to literally dig underground for that. That's sad to hear. I'm glad actually I'm finding a good amount of branches. That way, if any of them somewhat break, I can actually make some more. Okay, so there's no ending. Yeah, and many more now. Alright, let's continue on. Ah, there's another one. And I let go too soon again. Man, I need to stop being a lot more skittish. Otherwise, I might lose some valuable fish. Just simply hearing those noises. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, one more item. Ah. Ooh, I've been doing good. Sorry to hear that you're sick right now. Are you okay? I mean, how you feeling so far, Daniel? Okay, can I get that fish? Dang it! I lost my streak again. Alright. Gotcha. Alright. And you will be the last one for now. For essentially because my stuff is full. Oh, that's good. Well, don't worry. It's only going to be like probably 30 more minutes. I want to sell. There we go. Excellent. Alright. Well. Meanwhile, last instant notification. Your account is bound to be registered for mile redemption services. Ah, okay. We have to continue. Thank you. Let's see. Okay. The ticket. Ooh. Of course. So many items that are essentially... Only Mile Plus members can order this. Ah, okay. Okay, so these are for... Okay, I see. Yeah, so... Alright, I'll just give it like a few 15 minutes and it's good to go. There you go. Thank you. Alright. Let us finish things off with one last catches. So that's the limit. Oh. Oh, I am into Animal Crossing. It is a relax. To me, Animal Crossing is essentially a relaxing moment for right now. Though sometimes I do tend to feel like it's too relaxing, but for the most part, sometimes I do tend to come here and play along a little bit, and just have a little bit of a moment. Oof. There we go, much better. Ooh, nice. A squid. You're much bigger than the game from the last game. Interesting. Let's see. Can I fit you somewhere around here though? Alright, all good. Gotcha. Haha, nice. Oh. Let's see. Well, let's go catch other. Let's go catch some insects then. Gotcha. Another one. Man, another balloon. And yeah, I don't have a slingshot. Oh, sorry. I just want to talk to you. Alright. Thank you for the information. I know how to use a bulletin board. Gotcha. Ah, there it is. Alright. Let's craft. Let's do this. And if it's... Nah. No, I'm good. Alright. Time for sewing. Alright. Ooh, 1,980. Nice. Alright. See ya. Anyway, say Daniel, do you still want to essentially watch me playing Animal Crossing, or are you actually interested in actually just either doing a bit of chatting, or even like, or any like, are there any reaction videos that I can also watch? Yep, so we'll go see Bess. Gotcha. Hehe. Ooh. What I mean is about the stream right now. While I am playing Animal Crossing, there will be times when I actually do want to do something else sometimes, because essentially it's not just Animal Crossing that I just want to do for all day. That's what I'm trying to say. Hey! An olive flounder. That's not the pits. Wait. Yes! Ah! The tiger beetle. every single time I try to push this. Alright. There you go. Ah, come on. Stop being skittish, me. Man, I'm so skittish sometimes. There you go. My streak must not be broken. Wow, that was quick. Hey, a seahorse. Oh, there goes my fishing rod again. Well, just keep earning some more money. Meantime, there you go. Just perfect as can be. Sometimes a warm night, sometimes a nice breeze always helps. Come on, pond skater. Closer, closer. Gotcha. Okay, we get like 3 more of those. Alright, just keep on waiting. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. Anything else? Thank you. Alright, I want to sell. I'm selling these things because I already have a lot of them. Okay, so for the games, I'm actually going to. So basically, once I finish with the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and as well as the Fire Emblem Warriors, I'm actually going to continue on with their continuations. For example, after Brilliant Diamond is essentially Legends Arceus, and then following that would essentially be Scarlet and Violet. And as for Warriors, am going to complete that and continue on with Engage, the newest of the Fire Emblem games. Both of which I already have a bit of plans for those games too. So I will. So fortunately, I think I do have a lot of content of stories and everything for much later down the line. Anyway. $5,320. Nice. Okay. Yep. I think it's finally time to wrap things up right now. See ya. Alright. So, for now, I do believe... For now, I'm kind of finished with Animal Crossing for now. I did say that I would actually continue on playing with Alright. So, since we actually have only 10 minutes left, remember how I say... Okay, so, hey Daniel, just so you know, before you were here, apparently I actually did start talking a little bit about the fan fiction I started to talk about. This fan fiction is found within my head. I have not written a single thing down yet. So far from for right now, from the very beginning, I did talk about a lot about the lore, especially the fact, the idea of crossovering the characters from the game of Fire Emblem, especially the ones I'm playing right now, to one of the big three animes, which would be Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. In particular, the one that I'm actually playing right now is in the world of One Piece. So, where we last left off, Lawrence and the others have been trying their best to court with the princess of within the kingdom of Gyam, hoping to essentially get their positions enough to essentially take over. Taking over the new area. So, with that, Lawrence meets the princess, Well, Lawrence and the other four other noble groups that essentially close associates, and eventually, as they all essentially trying to see who will eventually get that princess, they ended up hearing that there is a lot of things that's going on within the garbage lands of the area. Also, there were some of his stealings here and there, especially for the most part food. So in the end, Lawrence decided to essentially pay a visit. Well, pay a visit to the area to see what kind of monsters trying to take over all that food. And now transitioning again. Yeah. So transitioning to the one who started all, Claude. He is just looking around the forest until eventually he encounters one of the huts that exists in one of the forests. This hut has various of items, a bit of food and everything. Until certain, but after spending few minutes there, he was then attacked by an individual, with some stretchy arms. The battle was intense, but in the end, Claude actually ended up trying to essentially pause the fight. He's not interested in fighting whoever it was, but eventually it turns out it was Luffy. So Claude and Luffy actually had a bit of a discussion a little bit, talking about how their lives are going and everything. And then eventually, well, they became decent friends. As a result, Luffy decides that the idea is to essentially get some food, aka steal some food. So they ended up going to the kingdom area, which as a result resulted in essentially their encounter with Lawrence. And there you have starting the battle. I believe it was right there where it actually introduces a lot of like magical properties. I do believe from remember Lawrence learns a lot of fire, I believe. I'm not I'm not too certain, but I think that's how it essentially goes. So the battle commences. And the battle is actually pretty intense overall. But and in the end Claude ended up stopping the fight overall. Stopping the fight on both sides. As a result, a little bit of discussion as well as some little group of bandits that are separate from the bandits from before started their attack, only for the three of them to finally stop and put an end to it. However, one thing for certain is that Lawrence did kind of got dirty after being thrown into the trashy area. So once they came back, unfortunately, he failed to get the princess. And to make things matter worse, essentially now that and to make things worse, eventually didn't take long until his own encounters of the message from his father. Unto how he is somewhat disappointed that he left, and he was hoping to see if there was any indication of success, but he couldn't hear anything. So as a result, Lawrence has to essentially find a way how to essentially contact with them. But at this point, since the other nobles, while they're caring as much for Lawrence, it isn't too much that essentially Lawrence decided to essentially travel on his own this time, and they didn't bat an eye. However, Claude decided to just waltz on in, tell Lawrence that he'll be happy to essentially have him on his side, but Lawrence wasn't actually very enthusiastic about it. But in the end, well, there's no other place to go, and he needs a boat. And Claude has a fishing boat, so pretty easy to travel at this point. So as a result, both of them have decided to essentially create a quote unquote mutual alliance, like in a sense, but slightly more in the bitter side for Lawrence. As well, both and essentially, if I were to place it in the timeline where One Piece takes place, I believe I would place it within like 6 to 8 months before Luffy leaves his village and starts traveling and starting the first episode of One Piece, like a good while. So as a result, both of them decided to essentially finally leave, And the moment a certain sea monster appeared in front of them, Claude and Lawrence both ended up taking it down. And with that, with both members already traversing through lands, already making a good friend that they will eventually meet in the seas, both of them had traveled to the new area, to a new world, which then will be transitioned to, well, transition to to another kingdom that is essentially more civilized, but also having a lot of rough warriors around. Meanwhile, looking up in the palace, there's a buff king and a buff prince, alongside of a pink-haired princess, looking towards the sea. And with that, the fanfiction right there is over for now. I I am doing a generalistic state of my own fanfiction between the Lister Alliance people from Three Houses with One Piece. So, with that, I believe that might be it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope I actually would like to continue on focusing more on the fanfiction a bit more, because I can actually run on a lot of things about this. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching. I hope to see you. I hope to see you again. And well, guess it's time for me to go. This is Lucasora signing out. Peace. Anyway, take care.